In a beautiful African village nestled among hills where the sun painted the earth and palm trees whispered secrets, there lived a girl named Nala. Nala was known for her unusually large ears, which stood out like delicate wings on her dark skin from a very young age. Other children laughed at Nala and called her all kinds of names. Their words hurt her like a bee sting. The children were enjoying their laughter echoing through the dusty streets. Mago Nala's mother tried to protect her daughter from this cruelty by combing her hair so that it covered her ears. Even though she sat on the side of the street with her ears covered, the whispers continued. Her friends avoided her like the plague. They refused to play with her. The older she grew, the bigger her ears became. The village elders murmured and nodded. They talked about bad luck and curses. But Nala's father remained silent. A man of few words, his eyes filled with sadness, he wept and lamented. And he asked the gods why they had given him a girl with such ears. Nala had become a young girl. People around her kept laughing at her. She was even upset when young men talked about her ears. They said she could never be anyone's wife. Nala cried. But every day her mysterious ears continued to transform into different shapes and forms, and the villagers would sing insulting songs and chants whenever she passed by. Every evening Nala would sit under the big mango tree and try to hear the voice of the gods. She would cry under the big mango tree, questioning why she had been given these ears. And one evening, as Nala sat sobbing under a mango tree, a wise old woman appeared and began to comfort her.
My child, your ears are not a reason. They are a gift. Listen well. Very soon you will hear the secrets of the world.
Nala's heart fluttered as she walked home that evening, wondering to herself if this could be true. And from that day on she vowed to meet the wise old woman every evening under the ancient mango tree to embrace her ears and turn them into a vessel of wisdom. The wise old woman also taught her how to pay attention and listen to things coming from afar. Since then, Nala no longer tried to hide her ears or cried, but walked confidently towards the village stream. She also decorated her ears with colored beads and always with tiny bells. The villagers tried to laugh at her, and she smiled and laughed at them. Her ears became her compass, guiding her to the true twists and shades of life, learning to hear the unspoken, grasping the hopes of the old, the dreams of the young, and the secrets hidden in the wind. And then one fateful day the village faced a drought. The streams dried up completely. Even the wells dried up and the crops turned yellow. The faces of the elders were grim with worry.
What sin have we committed to deserve this? It's so strange. I wonder why the gods decided to punish us like this. We can't stay like this. So how long can we live before we die? We need to appease the gods. We need to look for answers. We need to do something.
So the elders of the village began to walk around worried. Many wizards from far and near were called upon for help, but they could not find a cure. The villagers were very worried. Every day they stood by the stream, waiting for the water to come. They lamented and sang songs to the gods, but there was no sign of water. The children cried as they faced the realities of the drought, and suddenly Nala appeared with ears like an elephant. Listen carefully. Can you all hear the earth? She was saying. But the villagers could hear nothing. Nala stepped forward with one hand to her ear. The villagers all watched her with skeptical faces. Nala heard the sound of a spring hidden deep in the earth. She led the villagers to that spot. The villagers were shocked as the spring water bubbled. Nala continued to take them to different points in the village where they could find clean water. They all rejoiced. They carried her and lifted her up to the sky. Nala became a hero. A woman with big ears had saved them all. Even the old men and old women who had once judged her and called her a cursed child were praising her. The villagers respected her so much that they all went to her house every day with different delicacies. Her family was proud of her. They were very happy. Young men who had once insulted her and called her all sorts of names came to her house, knelt down and begged her to marry them. But Nala refused them all, agreeing only to marry the crown prince. They eventually married, and together they ruled the kingdom happily and peacefully.